In 1996, $100,000 was the peak of the mountain. It was the I made it moment. It represented a house in the suburbs, two cars in the driveway, a yearly vacation, and a college fund that actually covered tuition. It was the universal symbol of the American dream. But as you stand here in 2026, looking at that same six-figure balance on your phone, why does it feel like you're standing at the bottom of a pit instead of the top of a mountain? Why are you earning more than your parents ever did, yet living a life that feels significantly more fragile? The answer isn't that you're bad with money. The answer is that the game has been hacked. You are living through the era of the invisible floor. The invisible floor is the systemic rising of the minimum cost required to participate in a dignified life. In the last 2 years, this floor hasn't just moved, it has rocketed upward. We aren't just talking about the price of eggs or gas, we are talking about a fundamental shift in how the economy is structured. We have moved from an economy of ownership to an economy of permission. If you feel a sense of financial anxiety that you can't quite name, it's likely because you've realized that the traditional milestones of success have been decoupled from reality. You've been told that inflation is stabilizing, yet every month your survival tax, the cost of health, housing, and connectivity, takes a larger bite out of your soul. This is the great deception of 2026. The system is designed to keep you at net zero. It wants you to be a high earner who owns nothing. It wants you to be a digital tenant in a world where every basic necessity has been converted into a monthly subscription. To understand how to escape, we first have to look at the three pillars that hold this trap together. The first pillar is the death of ownership. Look around your room, look at your phone, your car, your tools. In 2010, you bought a product and you owned it. It was yours to use, yours to sell, and yours to pass down. It was collateral. But today, corporations have realized that ownership is their enemy. If you own an asset, you have power. If you have collateral, you have freedom. So they've systematically dismantled the concept of the one-time purchase. They've turned your car's features into software as a service. They've turned your home into a rental unit for institutional investors. They've even turned your creative tools into a perpetual monthly bill. When you own nothing, you have no foundation to stand on. You are essentially renting your life 30 days at a time. This ensures that no matter how much you earn, you can never build the momentum required for true wealth. The second pillar is skimpflation. Most people focus on the price of things, but they miss the erosion of quality. This is the hidden tax of 2026. To get a normal experience today, whether it's healthcare that actually sees you on time or customer service that isn't a dead-end AI bot, you now have to pay for the premium tier. The standard version of life has been intentionally broken to force you into higher price brackets just to maintain a baseline of dignity. This is why $100,000 feels like $40,000. You are paying a premium just to avoid a broken system. The third pillar is the most dangerous, skillflation. In the age of artificial intelligence, the value of your labor is being devalued faster than the currency in your pocket. If your income is based on repeatable digital tasks, you are fighting a losing battle against a server farm that doesn't sleep, doesn't eat, and doesn't ask for a raise. Your 2024 skill set is becoming a 2026 relic. If you are saving cash but failing to upgrade your human capital, you are effectively standing on a melting ice cube while trying to build a skyscraper. The system wants you to stay on the treadmill. It wants you to believe that if you just grind a little harder or find one more side hustle, you'll finally reach the top. But you can't outrun a floor that is rising faster than you can climb. So, how do you break the cycle? How do you live a wealthy lifestyle when the architecture of the world is designed to drain you? You must stop playing the cash game and start playing the equity game. Wealth in 2026 is not about what you earn. It's about what you refuse to rent. It's about pivoting from being a consumer of systems to being an architect of them. You need to identify assets that the invisible floor cannot touch: scarce resources, proprietary knowledge, and physical collateral. The middle class is being redefined right now. There will be those who continue to chase a six-figure salary while wondering why they can't breathe. And there will be those who step off the treadmill and begin building their own foundation. The era of traditional saving is officially dead. The strategies that worked 2 years ago are now the very things holding you back. You cannot build a 2026 life using a 2024 playbook. The game has moved, and if you don't move with it, you will be left behind in a world that you technically paid for, but will never own. This isn't about fear, it's about clarity. Once you see the invisible floor, you can stop falling through it. You can stop being a victim of the survival tax and start building a fortress that actually lasts. I've analyzed the math, I've tracked the shifts in the labor market, and I've identified the exact tactical response required for this new reality. It is a plan built for the world as it is, not as we wish it were. The first step to freedom isn't earning more, it's understanding the new rules of the game. And the most important rule of 2026 is simple: stop saving like it's 2024. The plan has changed, the math has changed, and your strategy needs to change right now. Don't let the old ways of thinking keep you trapped in a cycle that was designed to be endless. There is a way out, and it starts with the very next decision you make. To see the exact steps of that transition, you need to watch the next video, where I break down the 5-step plan to $100,000 for the 2026 economy. I will see you there.